Jamie was released in January of 2011, and he and Joelle reunited.
So he did his prison time. I picked him up from Folsom, me, him, the baby, and his grandmother, which is like 3 hours away. But we were there at the gate, ready to pick him up.
He settled in with the family again, and things were going fine initially, but soon Joelle noticed a hint of bitterness in her young husband. It was around the time that he had to begin court-ordered anger management classes.
You know, he was kind of cool, still kind of resentful that he didn't get to see the baby born. But life was okay, still cooking, cleaning, helping with the baby. He started going to his mandatory anger management classes, which again was part of the deal. And I started to notice that he was starting to become bitter and you know, calling me an ugly old lady and, you know, just being really mean towards me.
But she wanted to make it work. They went to therapy together. It wasn't until those sessions that she realized the deep trauma that her husband had experienced in his life.
I took him to a psychiatrist. They said he had antisocial personality disorder. You know, he started to tell me all about the abuse he had as a child, about Jeff throwing him out of the car, and everything. But they did find out later that he did have head trauma. That's when Jamie started telling me that he was forced to eat on the floor like a dog, and he mentioned being molested, but he wouldn't elaborate.
Jamie was raised in Bakersfield, California, by a neglectful mother and a stepfather who was mentally and physically abusive towards him. Jamie once said in an interview, referenced earlier in this video, that he grew up in an environment where he didn't learn the difference between right and wrong. He said in that interview that when he was a child, he began killing and torturing animals.
Since I was a kid, 8, 9 years old, I killed animals. My mom would go to the store, I'll put the cat in the freezer, 15 minutes, let it out, put it in the oven, let it out, you know, stuff like that.
Well acquainted with violence as he was, he became a menace as a youth. As a teenager, he began building what would turn out to be an extensive criminal jacket when he stabbed a kid. He became a gang member, ran with a Bakersfield Crips set known as the Vadio Bakers, or VBKS, and was in and out of prison. He went by the street name Loquito.